Hello, how's everyone doing today? Today, we're going to do preseason round 5 to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, season number 5. This is the second to last round of the preseason. Tonight is preseason round 5, tomorrow night is the final round of the preseason. After tomorrow night, all rosters have to go down from a maximum of 12 Amiibo to a maximum of 10 Amiibo. So we'll see what those roster cuts made are here across the league. There's a bunch of teams over 10 Amiibo, including some of the ones we'll see tonight. But to get started for tonight, we're going to have the Chaos Corp versus Miami to kick things off. So, let's start by loading those Amiibo in real quick. Gotta actually update the order. Alright. I'll make the ping as soon as we're about to go live, but let's see. Nightmare's Olimar Knapsack is going to be the first Amiibo for the Chaos Corp. We'll actually talk about the full roster real quick whenever we do have all the Amiibo loaded. So, tonight we are going to see the Chaos Corp versus Miami. Green Bay versus the Novas. We're going to have the Natsuki lovers versus Buffalo. The Fantasy Fee enthusiasts go on the road to play against Mid-Class Nation. Then we're going to have Bastion versus Amiibo Engage. JG Wentworth versus Your Worst Nightmare. After JG Wentworth versus Your Worst Nightmare, we're going to see Ottawa versus the Ditto Burritos. Then they'll have the Cinnabon Splitters at Time Zone Squad. Critical Crashers at Carbon Show's team. 456 Squadron at Detroit. And it closes out tonight. Grand Army of the Republic at Toronto. Joseph's Meta Knight is going to be the third Amiibo for this match, loading in right now. But let's see. I do have a little bit of story time. So, as mentioned in the chat, the reason why this stream was delayed from yesterday to today was because, once again, I spilled another ETB filled with bulk of Pokemon cards that I had to resort because, god damn it, I spilled it again. Don't worry. Everything is organized safely, neatly, and tidily in a shelf, so we are not going to worry about any spilled ETBs between now and the end of Season 5. Hopefully. Joseph's Pyramithra Pyritize is going to be making their preseason debut for the Chaos Corp, so we're going to see them in slot number 4. And the 5th slot is going to be Nightmare's King Deity Nachos for the Chaos Corp. They're on the road tonight playing against the Miami 69ers. We'll talk about Miami's roster in just a little second. But let's see, I do have some story time, folks. So, story time. Let me see how I want to start this story. So, last night, about a couple hours before we were going to live stream Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, I received a mystery package from Compton, California. So, I was 100% expecting some sort of package to arrive, but not right now, because I have 2 pre-orders for VTuber merch, and I have 1 order for Pokemon cards coming in on the way. So I was like, what is this? Just a mysterious package from Compton. So I feel it, and it feels like something that I might be expecting. So I'm like, I never got a tracking order for this thing. What's this supposed to come until April? So, against common knowledge, against common sense, I decided to open the mysterious package from Compton, California. And when I do, it's John VTuber. Yeah, the John VTuber Shark Plush finally arrived, so I get to join it with the regular one that I have, but yeah, don't open mystery packages unless you know absolutely what it is. I was taking a gamble right there, but yes, there it is, John Shark VTuber Plush. Alright, let's load the roster for Miami now. Miami's roster, we're gonna get started with Dabuffalo's Lucario Vengeance. Let's find Vengeance real quick over here. Vengeance, where you at? Let's see. Oh yeah, I actually gotta get player 2 to actually be locked and loaded. Remind me, I still gotta do the Discord ping before we actually begin things. I'll do that while we introduce all the rosters for properly. But Doveman's Little Mac Yamcha gonna be a second Amiibo for this team. Miami has been using more or less the same roster this preseason as we enter the 5th round of such. Just a reminder that 4 independent teams play each other twice in this preseason because they do not play each other in the regular season. The independents, they play everyone else in the regular season. There are a few matchups in the preseason that will happen in the regular season, but most likely later on in the season. I don't remember which ones those are, but I do believe it's the ones between the middle seeds, I believe. So if you were like a 3 seed, 4 seed in your division. So those are teams that made the playoffs as a low seed or barely missed out on the playoffs. We're talking about like Amiibo Engage, Fantasy Enthusiasts aren't independent. But Amiibo Engage, Miami, Critical Crashers, just name a couple of teams. Those are the teams that either made the playoffs as a low seed or they missed out on the playoffs just barely by a win or 2. Dabuffalo's Toon Link, Lil Nas X, number 1 pick in the draft last season, is going to be pick number 4 for Miami right here. And the 5th and final Amiibo for this team is going to be Tim Drake's Link, Tim Drake. Is the audio working properly? I think the audio should be working. I'll double check real quick. Do need to get one screenshot of this to clarify between last round and this round. But where is Tim Drake? Here he is. Tim Drake, Link, Tim Drake. Alright, so that's your roster for tonight. Let me do that live ping on the Discord server real quick so we can get everyone coming in. Yes, we are actually starting on time, an 8 p.m. Central Time live stream in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Sure, there is still no proper thumbnail. I'll make a proper thumbnail starting for the regular season. Trust, I promise. But let's see. Gonna scroll on down real quick. Oh yeah, Best Buy, their Pokemon cards, they've been like, they're restocking a bunch of crazy things, like Mega Evolution Booster Bundles, all the other stuff. Actually gonna be tomorrow morning, gonna be going to a Best Buy to see what Pokemon cards they have, but let's see. Discord server, Discord ping, let's come on down real quick. Yep, announcements. Server boosts, I don't remember. I don't remember, no, I was about to say, somebody better not have boosted the server. I mean, that would be cool if somebody did boost the server, but nah, it's just for, the league, all that. Maybe if, like, this channel gets popular for some reason when I actually make the recap videos, that will probably result in, server boost, all that, but nah, I probably won't do anything too special with the Discord. Maybe just need to make, like, a general 3 and restrict some channels a little more so the actual GMs can talk in the GM channels. Alright, anyways, live now. Preseason Round 5 of Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, Season number 5. Let's get that ping real quick. Here we go. Alright. Wait, that's the wrong thing. Here we go. Alright, now we're in the right server. Where's my phone stand? Here's my phone stand. Gonna need that real quick. Alright, let's remove this brain rot from our screen real quick. Hello everyone, welcome to Preseason Round 5 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is your host, 1AM. We have 11 games tonight. We have Chaos Corp versus Miami, Green Bay versus the Novas, Natsuki Lovers at Buffalo, Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts at Mid-Class Nation, Boston at Amiibo Engage, JG Wentworth versus Your Worst Nightmare, Ottawa at the Ditto Burritos, Cinnabon Splitters at the Time Zone Squad, Critical Crashers at Carbon Show's team. Then the last 2 games of the night will be 456 Squadron at Detroit and Grand Army of the Republic at Toronto. Starting out tonight, Chaos Corp versus Miami. We do have a bit of a roster order change for the Chaos Corp tonight. It's going to be Knapsack, Funshine, Brawl Trip, Piratize, and Nachos. Piratize going to be at number 4 slot, so Funshine, Brawl Trip, they get moved up 1 slot. That does mean we are not going to see the Zelda today. So, Vespertine, Penguhr, Zelda going to be on the bench for this game. As for Miami, it's been the same roster order we've seen all preseason. Vengeance, Yamcha, Sub-Zero, Lil Nas X, and Tim Drake. Round 5 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League Season 5 preseason starts now. Alright, up, left, right, down, A. Press that A button one more time. Your leadoffs are Knapsack versus Vengeance. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, it's going to be the Lucario taking the first bit of damage here, so it's going to be 0 to 32 already because that is the white Pikmin dealing some big damage onto the Lucario. But after the up tilt, 19 to 47, 19 to 58, we sit it down air into the going to be the Olimar. That's going to be a yellow Pikmin, 83, 86% onto the Lucario right now, 27 to 97 as this Olimar wants to prove to be a strong leadoff for the Chaos Corp this season. That has been one of the issues for this team. 41 to 119, 59 to 127, and the Olimar will get that forward air for the knockout. So it's going to be 59 to 0 right now as Yamcha coming out right now for Miami. 59 to 26 as that's the white Pikmin right there dealing some big damage onto the little mech. That's going to be up to out of the parry. Yamcha already at 53, 56, 67, 75%, and he is going to fall short. Getting KO'd by that back air. That's 2 KOs from Knapsack in the leadoff. So now Sub-Zero going to be coming out right now. 80 to 9 right now. And that's more white Pikmin dealing more damage onto the Richter. It's going to be 93 to 29. And that's going to be forward air. We see the Olimar try to go off stage again. 93 to 51. Olimar will finally get KO'd here. Knapsack with 2 KOs as well as 51 damage onto Sub-Zero. So not bad for the leadoff for the Chaos Corp. It's going to be 13 to 71, 24, 31 to 71 right now as Sub-Zero needs to catch up immensely for this team. 48 to 91. Funshine, he still has all 5 Fs remain. Gonna try to go for the grenade. It does not work. 57 to 92. Forward smash getting interrupted right there by the Richter, and Funshine using the first side B. He's gonna have to come back onto the stage, but 4 feathers remain for the Banjo-Kazooie. 79 to 92 as Banjo gonna come on stage, but forward tilt, oh no, he's gonna fall short. He will actually come back onto the stage, having to use the side special. It is 99 to 112 as the Richter dash attack, and that axe will perfectly hit. 131 to 112, Funshine still trying to come back onto the stage. He'll make it back on, but that down smash is a KO for Sub-Zero. 3 versus 3 right now. Sub-Zero has 2 KOs, but Brawl Trip, he actually doesn't need an edge guard. Sub-Zero just straight up falls short. 29-40 right now is Lil Nas X, #1 overall pick in the Season 4 draft, coming out for Miami. It's going to be 63-9 as the Toon Link putting some decent damage onto the Meta Knight. Miami is playing this game from behind, but Brawl Trip off stage right now, and he will come back onto the stage. 80-49. Meta Knight goes off stage, missing the Toon Link. They will both come back onto the stage. 80-49. Down smash right here. 94-49 as we see Meta Knight with a forward air into the up smash. 95-68. Meta Knight using the neutral B to avoid that bomb right there. Bit of a smart decision, but that pair right there into a forward smash. Lil Nas X has a KO. Pyretize going to be coming out for the Chaos Corp. This is Joseph's Pyra Mithra Amiibo. It's 11-84 as this is a Pyra leading Aegis, and we're going to see 30-84 right now. Side B missing the Toon Link as he stays in the air. Up throw into forward smash, forward air, 63-84. Can Lil Nas X get a second KO right here? Pyretize already at 77%. She'll make it back onto the stage. No need to switch to Mithra yet. 77-95 as that up special went to the ledge. There was no explosion from the Pyra up B. Bit of an odd decision right there when she had the opportunity to go for the explosion, maybe even a KO. But Toon Link dropping those bombs onto Pyretize, it's going to be up tilt, resulting in a KO. Tim Drake has a 1 versus 2 scenario. Gonna be still versus 1 versus 2, but Pyretize switching to the Mithra. It's gonna be down air from this Link as he likes to go for that down airs when he is above the opponent. 126-29. Mithra getting 33, 37, 46, 49 damage onto Tim Drake, and Tim Drake still trying to come back onto the stage. He makes it back. Just a reminder, Nachos is in the back for the Chaos Corp behind this Aegis. 129-64. Down air, able to spike and still onto the stage. 151-74. Tim Drake needs to get a KO soon against this Pyra Mithra. It's going to be 151. Off smash right here. What was on the KO against the Pyra? So Nachos going to come out right now for the Chaos Corp. This game will go down to the last Amiibo. 17-34-88. 34-103 as Nachos with the up air. That will result in a KO. And the Chaos Corp, they're going to win this game 5-4. Alright. I don't think I got a screenshot at the beginning, so here's what I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to go to home screen. I'm going to get a screenshot, and then I'm going to jump back in. Let's see. A button, because we need a screenshot of this right here. But Knapsack with 2 KOs, Sub-Zero 2 KOs to bring this back even, but then afterwards, it was just back and forth. So Brawl Trip, Lil Nas X, Pyretize, Tim Drake, and Nachos getting 1 KO each. Funshine, Yamcha, Vengeance with 0, Knapsack and Sub-Zero with 2 each. Alright, but this Olimar could become a good asset for the Chaos Corp if they want to make it to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. This is their 3rd season in existence, so we'll see what Joseph and the Chaos Corp will do. Alright. Coming up when I come back on the microphone, we're going to have Green Bay versus the Novas.
Squad strike.
Welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be the second match of the night as we have Green Bay versus the Novas. So, the Novas, once again using their starters for this match. We're going to see them hosting as we have Diabels, meh, it's him, Valrex, and A+ to me. As for Green Bay, it's going to be a Corno, Quadruple X, Hola Amigo, Young Thug, and Chuck E. Cheese. Let's get rid of this screen real quick and let's get started. Alright. Up, left, right, down, A. Your leadoffs are going to be a Corno versus Diabels. It takes a little while for damage to be done, but it's going to be first done by a Corno, but immediately 38% down onto a Corno, but back right there. It's been back and forth so far. 38 to 78 as Diabels took big damage from that poison cloud. It's going to be 38 to 78 as we see the neutral air. 51 to 78. We see a Corno trying to keep her distance, but this will be an up smash right there, and that's going to be a leadoff win against Diabels. So it's going to be 64 to 0 right now as Dabuffalo's Olimar, a rookie, is going to come out for this team. We're going to see he does not go deep for that down air. Could have been a good opportunity right there, but now we're going to see up air. 118 for Corno. Down air right there does land, but that was over the stage, so no KO quite yet. Forward smash will get the job done. So it's Quadruple X versus Meh in a bit of a reset situation, 12 to 22. So we're going to see them go back and forth so far, but Quadruple X at 50%, 62, and we see Olimar, he will not punish that up special. A bit of an interesting decision right there, but it's going to be 74 to 39 as Link at 96%. We see the back air, 109 to 39 as we're going to see just down air, followed by, it's going to be a back throw from the Olimar, 123 to 53, 123 to 65 as Olimar getting that side B. That's going to be some chip damage from the the yellow Pikmin onto this Link. The current order right now after this back throw is going to be purple, yellow, white. So this Link is still alive at 167%, 169, as that's going to be a little chip damage from the white Pikmin. We're going to see 169, and that's going to be, oh no, this Link, he will actually come back onto the stage, and he gets the KO. So it's him. It's him. Penguhr's Dr. Mario coming out for the Novas. Down tilt, back air from this Link, 175 to 24, but a back throw will get rid of this Link. So Dabuffalo's Mennonite, Hola Amigo, one of the rookies coming out for Green Bay. It's going to be 0 to 38, but it's him. He's going to fall short. Dabuffalo's Mennonite with that back air to get rid of the Dr. Mario. 34 to 15 right now. We're going to see the side B. We're going to see the Link, his side B, followed by no forward air follow-up. Valrix is on the stage right now for the Novas, by the way. 76 to 15 right now, 82. Link with the up smash, 101 to 15. Side B, that side B is not going to land. We're going to see up smash here, and that will make this 2 versus 2 as Hola Amigo getting KO'd. Young Thug coming out for Green Bay right now. It's going to be 0 to 55 as another up smash here. Valrex at 6'7", 78 now. We see going to be up smash, no, down to it from the Link. 20 to 89 as Valrex, he needs to get some damage onto Young Thug soon. It's going to be 20 to 89 remains. Jab, jab, jab from Young Thug. 20 to 100. Side B. And they're both off stage. And oh no, a footstool. But no, Young Thug will come back onto the stage because his recovery is high enough and Valrex is going to fall short. So a twist of fate right here is A+ to me has a 1 versus 2 situation for the Novas. This team has been using their starters all preseason and they have been struggling. Let's see if they can get rid of that funk before the regular season begins. 62-7 right now. Off smash into no up air from the young Link. 62-32 right now as we see side B. 80-32. What are we going to see next from A+ to me? It's going to be side B getting shielded. Down tilt, up air. Young Thug still alive at 124. 125-32 as we see down smash. That's going to be a kill right there. It's going to come down to the last Amiibo as we have Chuck E. Cheese versus A+ to B. 16-37. We see down tilt from the deity into up tilt from the Violet into up tilt into up air into another up air. Chuck E. Cheese at 71% after another up air. It's 71-50, but we see more damage from that Gordo right there. 71-75. 71-89 as side B gonna miss A+ to me. Side tilt gonna be 71-99 and that Gordo, it's gonna hit A+ to me and the Gordo is stuck on the ledge. She's gonna fall short. Green Bay is gonna win this game 5-4 as the Novas, using their starters, they continue to struggle in this preseason. But this game was beautiful back and forth action, but this is starting to be a little bit concerning for the defending champions, who are using all their starters, by the way. They just can't win games so far in this preseason despite using their actual starting roster from the championship squad. Is this something to watch out for when the regular season begins, or do you think it's going to be washed away as soon as the real action begins? This is starting to become a bit concerning for the Novas as they want to become the first team to win back-to-back championships. We've had no repeat winners in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. In fact, every team that has won the championship has only won one championship in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. But we'll see what happens with the Novas. It is going to be easier to make it into the playoffs, and as we've seen with Edmonton back in Season 3, you don't need to dominate to make it to the dance to win the championship. You just need to make it to the dance and shine bright at the biggest moment. So we'll see whether or not the Novas, maybe they make some roster adjustments, maybe they consider switching things out, or maybe they just trust the team to get things together by the time the regular season begins. But this could be a storyline to watch out for. And especially because, let's look at the Nova's actual schedule when the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League begins. Come with me to the side. Let me rewire my microphone a little bit. Alright, so if you come with me all the way to the side, I think you can hear me real quick. We come over here. The Novas open their schedule against Detroit. Then they go on the road to your worst nightmare. That's week 1, week 2. Week 3, the Novas are going to be facing off against Cinnabon Splitters. That could be a possibly easy game for them. Week 4, we're going to see the Novas as they go on the road to the Ditto Burritos, another tough team. Week 5, we're going to see the Novas as they are going to be playing against Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts. The Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts, they made it to the playoffs, but they were struggling in the second half of the season. And in week 6, we see the Novas, they host Toronto. So the Novas have a tough stretch of games. 5 of their first 6 opponents are going to be teams who made it to the playoffs last season. So we'll see whether or not the Novas can shake things back together by the time the regular season does begin next week, or whether this is actually start the signs of concern. Alright, with that said, everything said and done, let's head on to our next game real quick. We're going to have the Natsuki Lovers versus Buffalo.
Squad strike. Meta Knight. Pokemon Trainer. Lucas. Brawler. TDD. Donk hit. Piranha Plant. Lylat.
Welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. So, going back to the subject of the Novas, that beginning schedule for the Novas does not include the fact that they have to play against Buffalo twice. Buffalo is in the same division as the Novas, and division opponents will play each other twice. So Buffalo versus the Novas, whenever the regular season does begin, that's going to take place in round 7 and round 16 in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. And a friendly reminder, the regular season is 18 games this season. So the reason why I bring that up is because the Buffalo Amiibashers are here right now. They also made it to the playoffs this season, and they will be hosting with Bubble Base, I Don't Love You, Petty Bitch, Bloom, and The Farm. As for the road team, this is going to be the Natsuki lovers who did beat the Novas a few preseason rounds ago with that comeback from Depression. But we will see Fred, Lore, Doomed Yuri, Dumas, and Depression for this team. Very similar roster to what we saw with Red plus Blue these last 2 seasons. Alright, this game is about to start right now. Once again, Fred, Lore, Doomed Yuri, Dumas, and Depression versus Bubble Base, I Don't Love You, Petty Bitch, Bloom, and The Farm. Alright, up, left, right, down, A. Your leadoffs for this match are Fred versus Bubble Base. And the first damage is going to be dealt by Bubble Base. That's going to be 21, 31, 40 already onto Fred, 48 thanks to the multiple down tilts, and the Brawler with the up smash, 65 to nothing right now already from Bubble Base. Bubble Base misses the forward smash though. That could have been a KO right there. It's going to be 82 to 16 after the up smash though. Sorry, the up special. But White Pikmin, that's going to be his tip damage onto Bubble Base, who's already at 84%. And Fred going off stage. No, he's going to wait for Bubble Base to come back onto the stage. Now it's going to be a forward tilt from the Mii Brawler, 92 to 99. Bubble Base off stage, and we see Fred with the down there, and Bubble Base will make it back onto the stage. So it's 92 to 127. Down air, that's going to be the weak hit. Bubble Base is still alive for now. Down throw, do we see an upcoming move from him? No, down air from Fred, and we're going to see down smash from Bubble Base. But he is critically damaged at 153. So now Lore coming out right now. Penguhr's Meta Knight is going to be 0, 172, and that's not attack right there. Bubble Base will be knocked out. It's going to be Ditto's King Deity, I Don't Love You, coming out right now for the Buffalo Amiibashers. Buffalo decided to move on from the previous King Deity in the offseason in order to acquire I Don't Love You in offseason waivers after the Swarm had folded. It is 56 to 14 right now as we see neutral air, 56 to 25. Both Amiibo off stage right now, coming back on. Down smash gonna make this 56 to 60 right now. After the side B, we're gonna see forward air from the Deity. Gotta be Gordo right here, 94 to 60. As that Gordo misses, it's gonna be forward tilt here, 102 to 60 right now. And that neutral B is gonna hit the Meta Knight. He is off stage at 117, and he gets hit by the up smash. Doomed Yuri coming out right now for the Natsuki lovers. Up special, gonna get shielded right here. Now we see forward smash getting shielded, but almost breaking that King Deity shield. 24 to 78. It's gonna be forward air. We're gonna see forward throw, and now we see the Gordo missing, but down throw into up air. Doomed Yuri at 73% already. Switching to the Mithra. It's gonna be down smash. That's gonna land. I don't love you off stage, but Pyra having to come back onto the stage after miscalculating the distance of that down B. Gonna be 73, 84 to 88, and that Gordo not gonna land. Mithra is back onto the stage. Off smash gonna get parried. Forward smash getting parried, and down smash. This King Deity has 2 KOs for Buffalo so far. It's gonna be 0, 12 to 88 right now, as this is a 4-2 situation with Buffalo in the lead. So we see down throw into forward air, into dash attack. Charizard is out right now for Dumas, but he is already at 77%, as I Don't Love You survives the Flare Blitz. It's going to be 77 to 119. Off smash going to miss from Charizard. That one is also going to miss. It's going to be side B, but getting deflected. A parry. No, we see a back throw from Dumas now. 77 to 136. 98 to 136, and the dash attack, that is 3 KOs from this King Deity. Buffalo, they want to make it past the conference semifinals this year. Last year was our first season in existence, but Depression, he had a 1 versus 3 comeback before. He made it, but this time it is 1 versus 4. Can he do it this time? 8 to 163. We see 4 tilt, 16 to 163. Gordo is going to miss. First things first, get rid of this King Deity. Can you do that? 34 to 163, and Gordo's gonna land, making this 52 to 163. We're gonna see up tilt. Do we see up air from Deity? We do not. Instead, forward air. Gonna get rid of this I Don't Love You. It is now 1 versus 3 with Depression at 6-7, but gets hit by the forward smash. 83 to 0 right now, as this Dark Pit, both him and the farm migrated over from Fun Gang when Fun Gang folded. Gonna be 101 to 0 right now, as we see just back air not landing, back throw from this Dark Pit. We'll see whether or not he has a more elevated role in this team for Buffalo. Maybe he gets shipped to another team and gets some starting time there, but he will get this forward smash knockout onto Depression. Buffalo wins this game 5-2. Alright, so we see Bubble Base as the leadoff, 1 knockout. We see Lore with a KO. I Don't Love You, not 1, not 2, but 3 knockouts for Buffalo here. Depression gets 1 knockout, and then Pity Bitch able to end things against Lucas Amiibo. We will not see a comeback this time from the Natsuki lovers, as Buffalo, they want to dominate. They want to possibly even win their division. Their division is going to be a pretty fun one, by the way. It's going to be them, the Novas, Miami, Ottawa, Boston, and JG Wentworth. In fact, the Boston Brawlers, we're going to see them in 2 games from now. Not the next game, but the game after this, where they play against Amiibo and Gage. That'll be a fun one to see. But alright, when we do come back from this curtain break, we are going to see, it's going to be the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts at Mid-Class Nation.
Squad strike.
Alrighty, I am back. I got water because I forgot to get water before the stream. Alright, we're gonna need another minute or two in order to load the Amiibo, but when we do come back, it's gotta be the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts at Mid-Class Nation. Squad Track Amiibo Draft League will resume in 2 minutes.
TDD. Hero. Simon. Meta Knight. Hero. Banjo and Kazooie.
Welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be the 4th match of the night as we have the Fantasy Feet enthusiasts at Mid-Class Nation. Roster orders will be the same as we have Cheesecake, Eon's Pal, Your Mom, Bisclavette, and Magic Man versus Scorpion, Spooky, Valerios, Urshifu, and Headstrong. Let's begin. Up, left, right, down, A. Press those buttons one more time. Your leadoffs are Cheesecake versus Scorpion. And first damage is going to be dealt by Scorpion right here, so it's going to be 25-0 right now. We see down throw, forward air, Cheesecake already at 50% against the Belmont. Forward tilt right here, 63, 72. Down smash is going to miss though, so no 0 to death yet, but this could still potentially happen as Cheesecake will come back on the stage. No! It's a 0 to death from Scorpion. We haven't seen this type of action since Season 3 when he had 19 KOs as a rookie with the 8-bit bot. It's going to be up throw into back air from the pit into neutral air, and Scorpion will actually come back onto the stage, so he does survive the offstage antics from the pit, but he is offstage again. 21 to 48, 21 to 64. We see forward tilt from the Simon, able to fend off the pit for a little bit. 41 to 64 as now down throw into forward air. Pit off stage at 68, so is a Simon, and we see Simon teching. He comes back on 68 to 85. Force smash misses from Eon Pal. Now that will possibly result in the Belmont being short. So Eon's Pal getting the KO, but he is at 78% right now. Spooky is going to come out right now for Mid-Class Nation. Going to be 95-0 right now. And we see both Amiibo off stage, trying to get each other off stage. They will not quite yet. Just a little bit of damage here and there. 110 to 14 as Spooky. Side B is going to get shielded. Down tilt. Neutral air from the Meta Knight now. 123. 131 to 22 as the Meta Knight trying to go off stage. Does not land anything against the pit. Down air though, into neutral air. Eon's Pals is still alive at 147. He did not get any action in Season 4 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, so here he is in Season 5. Right, he was it in the league last season? I don't remember if this is his first or second year in the league. He might have just spent all of last season just on bench. Anyway, it's going to be a special KO right here from Spooky. Your mom coming out right now for the Fantasy Feed enthusiasts. Going to be 0 to 74 right now. Down tilt into the flurry, 15 to 78. We see up next, it's going to be flurry missing and a fourth match from your mom. This is 3 versus 3. Valerios coming out now. It's going to be fireball into dash attack, 43 to 0 right now. Valerio spent the last 3 seasons with the 456 Squadron, had his best year back in Season 2, gonna be 58 to 62 as we see Oomph. This hero is gonna have more ability to deal damage in these next couple of seconds, and he actually doesn't heal. 84 to 42 right now. Forward air is gonna miss from the link, so it's 84 to 75, but Valerio's taking some big damage, and Thwack not gonna miss. That's the first time I think we've seen Thwack be used in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, but that time it missed. So Thwack is currently 0-1 all time in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. It's going to be 105 to 110. Had it landed, that might have been able to get some damage onto the link given his higher percentage, but it's going to be 120 to 110. Forward tilt, 135 to 110. And we see your mom coming back onto the stage, but this is going to be a forward throw from the hero. So the link trying to come back onto the stage. Oomph again for this hero, and he will use it for the knockout. So it's going to be 3 versus 2 right now. Fantasy Feed enthusiasts down against Mid-Class Nation, and Biscarvet try to use the up special. It's not going to land. Up tilt, Valerio's still alive. It's going to be 0 to 143. Fireball not landing. Down tilt into Fireball. Into Fireball getting parried. Valerios is still alive at 154. Forward tilt, he's off stage but still alive at 165. We're going to see no inhale this time, but we do see forward tilt. No, it's going to barely miss even with the parry. 58 to 165, and we're going to see just the hero. He's slowly racking up damage against King Deity. It's 65 to 165 as we see up tilt. Do we see up air? We see forward smash in the opposite direction, and that's going to be 2 KOs from Valerios. So Magnicant, CSharp's hero, going to be coming out right now for this team. He uses the side special. That's going to consume a bunch of mana, but it does get the job done as this is now 1 versus 2. 33, 40 to 10 right now is Urshifu. In back-to-back seasons, is a member of an expansion franchise. It's going to be 57 to 30 right now as we see the Banjo going to use that dash attack, but now it's going to be, do we see Kaboom? No Kaboom from Magnicant. 87, 98 to 30 to 100 right now, 110 to 30. Magnicant is going to come back onto the stage. He's at 113, but the up tilt from Urshifu, and that's going to be a win for the Mid-Class Nation. They win this game 5 to 3. Alright. We see 2 knockouts from Valerios, one from Urshifu, one from Spooky and Scorpion. On the other side of things, Cheesecake losing the leadoff to Scorpion because of that 0 to death. We see Biscarvet not getting 8 knockouts, was unable to get the dagger against Valerios. Headstrong not going to make an appearance in this game because he is not needed. We have yet to see the #1 overall pick in this draft, Dr. Snip, make any appearances for Mid-Class Nation. We'll see whether or not he appears in the final preseason game or if he's going to appear when the regular season begins. But Mid-Class Nation, they do have 7 Amiibo on their roster, so they don't need to worry about making any cuts. In fact, they could possibly even sign any Amiibo that get released whenever the preseason cuts have to be made. Alright, get that screenshot real quick. Mid-Class Nation, for those of you who don't know, they are the only expansion franchise in season number 5 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. We do have some teams who rebranded, we do have some teams who were lost, but this team is completely new, completely original, completely expansion. Alright, so a few games ago we mentioned that Bastion was going to be coming up. Bastion will be next when they play Amiibo Engage.
Squad strike. TDD. Mario. Mario.
Alright, so as I'm loading this last amiibo, this is a friendly reminder that, Cicada's Byleth Raikou is still a free agent in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. If your team is looking to upgrade in Byleth, or if your team just needs a Byleth in general, sign this amiibo to your team, use them in the final round of the preseason. If you like them, you can keep them. If you don't like them, you can maybe trade them or do something else. But Raikou is still available in free agency, ladies and gentlemen. Get Raikou while you can if you need a Byleth. Soysauce's Byleth Mercury is the last amiibo for his team, but just a reminder for Raikou. Raikou spent last season with Amiibo Engage, had 20 KOs, 16 of those in the regular season, averaging at least 1 KO per game. So just a reminder for any team that needs a Byleth. Raikou is a free agent. Get the Byleth if you need her. As for this match, welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. We are going to have the Boston Brawlers versus Amiibo Engage. It's Vin Diesel, Agent P, Sniffberg, Cone Zone, and Phipps versus Walmart, Happy Link, Dr. Crockpot, Right Wing, and Mercury. Let's get started. Alright, up, left, right, down. A, the Boston Brawlers have potentially one of the strongest off seasons in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, acquiring Vin Diesel, drafting Sniffberg, and Agent P. He's been developing here. Phipps, the acquisition of Phipps could be that big piece. But Boston could possibly be slated to make it to the playoffs this year in their sophomore season. As for Amiibo Engage, they want to make it back into the dance, but your leadoffs are Vin Diesel versus Walmart. Alright, and the first damage is going to be dealt by Walmart right here, so it's going to be 15-0 right now, but Doria hitting Walmart is going to be down special now. Walmart off stage, coming back on. This Ganondorf will go off stage sometimes, by the way, just a little warning, but he doesn't need to. Vin Diesel with the Doria, getting 1 KO against the Marth right here, so it's going to be 35-22 as Happy Link out for Amiibo Engage right now, 51-22. Happy Link, he was a free agent all of last season in his rookie season, but he got signed by Amiibo Engage a few preseason rounds ago. 83-22. After this parry, off smash, forward tilt to interrupt that Doria. It's 94-22 as we see it's going to be back air. Vin Diesel at 111. He will come back onto the stage, 111-22 as we see dash attack. Do we see a bomb? It will be a bomb into a back air, and that will be a KO from Happy Link. Nice edge guarding. Agent P gonna come out right now for the Boston Brawlers. Gonna be forward smash. Gonna be Yellow Pikmin dealing damage onto Happy Link. 0-55. Gonna be 0-59 right now as that's gonna be more chip damage. 84 per Happy Link. Gonna be 0-95 as we see off smash missing. Happy Link getting a little bit of damage onto this Olimar, but it's gonna be 3-111. Now we see the forward tilt into a dash attack into no forward air from Happy Link. Gonna be 22-119. Do we see an up smash potentially from this Happy Link? Instead, it's gonna be Olimar reloading his Pikmin. Gonna be purple, red, yellow as it's 39-128. We see down tilt, gonna be 39-135. Gonna be 55, 63-135 as it's gonna be next. Down smash, not gonna land. Forward tilt going to make this 73 to 135 as we have just going to be down smash, not landing. Happy Link is doing a pretty good job for being at this high percent. He survives the attack right there because of the weak attack, but not able to punch HP going high right there. 71 to 171 as this Toon Link wants to get his second KO off smash. Gonna make this 90 to 171 as we see gonna be back throw. That's gonna be a KO right there, but Agent P at 90% right now. This could be some fine pickings for Dr. Crockpot. He made it to the All-Star game last season. He gets the KO. It's 3 versus 3 as now we have Sniffberg versus Dr. Crockpot. We're going to see 0 to 8 right now as we have up smash missing from the deity. Up tilt, we see just back air. This King Deity trying to chase down this Dr. Mario, but he gets forward smash into a pill, into going to be forward tilt down from the deity, into down tilt, and he is going to be able to come back onto the stage. He reflects the Gordo, which would have made him launch too far. Pretty smart move right there from Dr. Crockpot. It's going to be 57 to 60 right now as we see back and forth so far. Out of parry, going to be forward tilt. Now Dr. Crockpot off stage again. It's going to be going above Sniffberg. 57 to 68. Down air on stage. Able to interrupt King Deity for a little bit. 79 to 91. But this down smash right here, Dr. Crockpot with the jump and the off special is going to fall. No, he makes it onto the stage just barely. That should have been a punch right there from Sniffberg, but a little bit of a rookie mistake. That's why we have the preseason, folks. Maybe Sniffberg will be able to identify that in the future and not allow an Amiibo to get away with that in the future. 94 to 132. It's Dr. Crockpot still alive, but now the down smash, Sniffberg will get the KO. 94, right wing out right now, 116 to 0, gonna be 116 to 13, and a forward smash. Right wing able to get rid of Sniffberg. It is Cone Zone versus right wing in this back and forth game so far. It's 8, 20, 36, 13. We see that down tilt not landing. Cone Zone back onto the stage. It's going to be 36 to 24 off smash. Going to make this forward smash now 59 to 42. As we see forward smash, right wing trying to come back onto the stage, getting some damage. Cone Zone at 6-7. So the 6-7 Cone Zone going to get that forward smash. No, getting interrupted. It's going to be at 88% right now. 88 to 65. As we see Cone Zone with another forward smash. He gets a KO on right wing. And now Mercury has a 1 versus 2 situation. Also, just a reminder, Raikou is still available in free agency. Get Raikou if you need a Lylat. 110, 121 to 19 right now as the rookie. She is expected to possibly be an upgrade to Raikou even after her outstanding season. Gotta be 133 to 19 right now as we see just off smash. Gotta miss. 133 to 29. The Lylat comes back onto the stage, but we see forward tilt. No, it's gonna be down tilt into no. The up air misses from Raikou. Sorry, from Mercury. Forward smash right here, 147 to 44. We're going to see off smash getting rid of Cone Zone. And now Fitch is going to come out for the Boston Brawlers. One of the biggest additions this offseason for the team, 22 to 44. Fitch is on pace to possibly make it to the Hall of Fame. He has multiple championship rings. Going to be 35 to 54. Actually, he only has 1 championship ring. I apologize. But he has been into the finals multiple times. 35 to 83. 35 to 91. We're going to see just the side B, 35 to 101 as Fip's going to be jab, 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 35 to 117. It's going to be jab, jab, jab getting shielded this time, down throw, side B not landing from Mercury, but now we have a forward throw, 51 to 117. 51 to 128, we're going to see forward smash, no, it's going to be the side B from Fip's now, 51 to 139, up tilt, not able to KO Mercury quite yet, it's going to be forward tilt. Now it's 51 to 164, and this up smash will miss from Fitch. It's going to be neutral air. It's going to be forward smash right here. No, the boomerang getting out of here. It's going to be 61 to 176. It's jab, 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 getting shielded. 84, 97 to 176 as Mercury with a little bit of juggling. It's 111 to 176, and the side B, Mercury able to make the 2 KO comeback for Amiibo Engage. They win this game 5 to 4. Not bad for Mercury, not bad. That's part of the reason why they want her to replace Raikou in this offseason, even with Raikou's strong season with Amiibo Engage. Her best since Season 1 back when she was with the Ditto Burritos. Alright. So 2 KOs from Mercury, reversing the effect of this beautiful back and forth action. Had Fipps gotten the job done, it would have been beautiful back and forth action, but instead, it's a 1 versus 2 scenario, won by Mercury against Cone Zone and Fipps. Alright. So that's going to be it for this game right here. When we come back from the small break, we were going to see JG Wentworth versus Your Worst Nightmare.
Squad strike. Enderman.
Welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be your 6th match of the night as we have JG Wentworth versus your worst nightmare. So, it's going to be Pantwan, Training Tatum, Smooth Criminal, JJ Vance, and Slime God versus Eden, Lucifer, Joseph Zill, Zerby, and Bap Bap. So, on the trade rumor block, sources have come out to me that the Time Zone Squad, they were apparently interested in trading for Pantwan, which would have been a 4-for-1 deal. They were going to trade Nokotan, 2 unnamed Amiibo, and their first round pick in the Season 6 draft in order to acquire the Mii Sword Fighter, but the trade was declined by JG Wentworth. So ultimately, JG Wentworth, they did reach out to us. They did say that they did want to hold on to his Mii Sword Fighter, given that their team isn't exactly the best in the league right now, and they don't want to trade their best piece away. It makes sense, all that, so that's probably going to be it on the trade rumor for Pantwan. We'll see how things maybe change around the trade deadline, whether or not they do make a move similar to that, or maybe this team could be on a winning streak. Maybe they buy in the trade deadline. But alright, that's your roster order for JG Wentworth. That's your roster order for your worst nightmare. Let's get started with this game. Alright, up, left, right, down, A. Press that A button one more time. Your leadoffs are Pantwan versus Eden.
3, 2, 1, go!
And the first damage is going to be that up throw into an up smash from Pantwan, but it's going to be damage back from Eden, making this 15 to 18 right now. Down throw, up air, going to be 15, 24 to 45, as now we see down special. Eden off stage at 64%, down tilt, almost about to get the wing. It's 24 to 74 with this back throw, down throw actually into the up air. That's going to trigger the wing right there as Pantwan already has the Sephiroth at 101%. 35 to 101, down B getting shielded, up throw into the snap, going to make this 60, 76, 77 to 101 right now as we see down B, and that will not KO the Sephiroth quite yet. He comes back onto the stage, 77 to 117. Down tilt, do we see up smash? We do see the up smash in Pantwan. There's a reason why JG Wentworth wants to hold on to this Mii Sword Fighter, and that is exactly why. He is the strongest asset to his team, a historically dominant leadoff. 77 to 45 right now. It's a Dark Pit already taking 57%. It's 77-57. Sideway gonna put the Dark Pit at 75 already. Down B gonna miss. Now we see forward smash. No, it's gonna be a forward tilt from the Mii Sword Fighter after that parry. Forward smash gonna make this 94 to 90 right now as we see up B come back onto the stage. 94 down throw. We see the up air missing. 94 to 96 as it's gonna be 101 to 100. We're gonna see up next, gonna be down special. No, forward smash from the Dark Pit, 118 to 100 right now, and both Amiibo off stage coming back on. We're gonna see down B, 118 to 116. Can Pantwan get himself a second KO in this game? It is not gonna happen. So Channing Tatum coming out right now for JG Wentworth. The Shuriken easy KO against the Dark Pit. 4 versus 3 is now Joseph Zill coming out for your worst nightmare. Gonna be 27-0 right now as we see up smash almost breaking that Ken shield. Down throw into dash attack into ups air. Gonna be down air right there. It is off stage. It's another weak one, but it's gonna be enough. Gotta be Smooth Criminal coming out for JG Wentworth. Gotta be 27 to 25. We see the down B from Luigi, not gonna land, but it's 52 to 25 as Joseph Zill. Up smash, Smooth Criminal at 78. Dorian is gonna miss though, but this up smash getting interrupted. 78 to 56 as now this Ganondorf, he is gonna go for getting parried. Down smash from Luigi, 78 to 84. Joseph Zill coming back onto the stage. It's gonna be back throw, 93 to 84, and now we see up tilt. No, up tilt getting interrupted. Down tilt after the side beat, gonna be 128 to 92. Luigi gets the back air. Joseph Zill trying to make his way back onto the stage. They will both come back onto the stage. It's 128 to 121 in a 3 versus 3 scenario. Whoever gets this KO first could possibly change the momentum of this game. Forward throw, Smooth Criminal still alive at 149. That's not going to be a misfire quite yet, but oh, he falls short actually. I thought Luigi had the distance to make it. So Joseph Zill with that KO. JJ Vance is going to come out right now for JG Wentworth. It's going to be 46 already, as we see down B not landing from the Kirby. Out of parry, forward smash. That will get rid of this Ganondorf. It's going to be Zerby coming out right now for your worst nightmare. 46 to 0 right now, as we see it's going to be forward smash. 65 to 0 right now. This Kirby loves to go for that up B spam, but with these platforms, that's going to be punched right there with the up smash. That was what we were going to mention right here from this Steve. 86 to 7 right now. Minecart, Kirby is trapped, and that allows Zerby to mine stone tools, and iron is a possibility too. It's going to be up smash right here. He is shutting down this Kirby effectively so far in this match. Can he get the KO though? It's going to be up B, up B, up B from the Kirby. A little bit of shift damage right there. He's waiting for the Kirby to get stuck on one of those side platforms. Instead, it's going to be 116, 32. Missed up smash right there, but a down tilt punishing, and because of no tech, Kirby tried going off stage. It's going to be 128, down tilt, another punish right here, 139 to 32, and there is a bomb on the ledge right now. Is JJ Vance going to get hit by the bomb? It's going to be 141 to 37, as we see the bomb exploding, not harming anyone. 141 to 56, as 142 to 66. We see the Kirby. He gets it down special damage onto Zerby. Zerby is still trying to come back on. He doesn't go for the anvil himself. And out of parry, it's 142 to 108 after that Kirby out smash. It's going to be forward smash getting shooted, back to right here, and that will get rid of the Kirby. So Slime God has a 1 versus 2 scenario for JG Wentworth, and that's critical right there. It's going to be 1 versus 1, 0% each right now between Slime God and Bap Bap. Next stock takes the game. 17 to 0 right now. It's going to be forward smash. So 17 to 22. We see forward tilt missing, down tilt, fireball. 45 to 22 as Slime God coming back onto the stage. It's going to be down smash into fireball, but the fireball does miss the hero. 72 to 22. Gonna be Sizzle, not gonna land. Now we see No, Accelerate, not able to come out in time because the hero got hit by a fireball. 87 to 34. As now we see the Ryu, forward smash getting parried, jab, jab, jab from hero. We're gonna see that would have been a bad option right there, as Kamikaze was gonna be the first option on that menu. 106 to 46 as Slime God does not Kamikaze, instead it's a Psych Up. So the next attack is gonna deal some big damage from a sword, and it's gonna be a forward tilt, making this 106 to 96. Hero needs to charge his mana a little bit more in order to go off stage again. 115 to 96. Bad option right there to go for the magic. 133 to 111 as now we see the hero. He's charging that fireball. He goes. No, does not go for Hocus Pocus. Instead, kaboom! JG Wentworth with the kaboom. They're going to win that game 5 to 4. As you can see, this game was going to start off as back and forth, but then Joseph Zill gets 2 KOs. The game gets turned around in favor for your worst nightmare, but then Slime God, with that 1 versus 2 scenario, able to get momentum back in favor of JG Wentworth as they win this game 5 to 4. Alright. This was the 6th game of the night, so it's going to be a slightly longer break. When we come back, we're going to have the remaining 5 games for tonight. So it's going to be Ottawa at the Ditto Burritos, Cinnabon Splitters at Timestone Squad, Critical Crashers at Carbon Show's team, 456 Squadron at Detroit, and the closings off, Grand Army of the Republic at Toronto. The Squad Track Amiibo Draft League will resume in 2 to 3 minutes.
Squad strike.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be match number 7 of the night as we have Ottawa versus the Ditto Burritos. So your roster for tonight, it's going to be Taste, Sauron, Papaya, Seraphim, and Mythos versus Ditto, Did I Do, John Pickman, Memories, and Bled. We'll see how these teams do. Your lead-offs for this game, Taste versus Ditto. So this is going to be Ottawa's 3rd season in the league. They have had losing records the last 2 years. We'll see if they can get a winning record this season or even a playoff appearance. As for the Ditto Burritos, they are the exact opposite. They have had 10-win seasons in every season except I think season 3. I think season 3 they went 9-7, but they've had winning seasons every year, and they've made it to the playoffs every year, including the finals in the first 2 seasons. Last season, they lost to your worst nightmare in the conference finals on the West. We'll see if they can make it back to the finals or even finally win a championship. Of course, they have to do it without Tilted. First damage will be dealt by Ditto. One issue with this team last season is Ditto. He had the worst season of his professional career. We'll see if he bounces back here in this season, but right now the damage is going to be, after this forward tilt, 45 to 64. We see forward smash not going to land, 45 to 81. Down air is going to miss from Taste. I believe this is going to be Taste's 2nd season in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. He's being used more of a leadoff here by Ottawa, as you can see, 84 to 81, 97 to 81 as Taste will come back to the stage. That was a missed down tilt right there from Ditto because he was not fully set at the ledge, 112 to 81. So far in this preseason though, Ditto has been pretty solid, so I definitely don't think Season 4 is a sign of Ditto's regression, just a bit of a bad year. You know, every professional has bad years, so sometimes it just happens, but I do think as long as the Ditto Burritos can find the same or similar production from the absence of Tilted, they'll be fine, they'll make it back to the playoffs, but Ditto will leave this lead off here to Taste. Taste is at 147 though, as Did I Do. That egg right there, another egg, and Taste will fall short. C is the Revenge KOs. 0 to 12 right now. Side B number 1 getting used by this Banjo, 34 to 12. We're going to see 34 to 29, 34 to 44 from Sauron, as Sauron had a breakout season last year with Ottawa. Going to be 38 to 57. We'll see if he can improve from that breakout year though. 40 to 6-7, as 6-7 Banjo going to be 51 to 6-7, and he throws that grenade. It is going to miss. 51 to 6-7 remains, and second side B that will chase down to Sephiroth into a down tilt, and the egg. Sephiroth able to come back onto the stage. 75 to 6-7, as now we see up tilt. It breaking to 6-7. It's 8-7 right now for Did I Do, but now a back throw. Wing active for Sauron, 94 to 87. Grenade barely misses the Sephiroth a little wide to the right. 107 to 87, as now we see Sauron back up to the stage. Forward smash getting parried. Down tilt, we'd see the up air missing, and Sauron, he throws the grenade away after catching it. 107 to 113. Forward throw here. Sauron still off stage. He comes back on. It's going to be a back throw right now, and that will KO for Did I Do. That is 2 KOs for his Banjo-Kazooie as the Ditto Burritos take the lead. Papaya. He's one of the best players with Ottawa. He had 19 KOs back in Season 3, had a pretty solid season last year too with double-digit KOs. It's going to be 63 to 133 right now as Did I Do. Getting KO right there after 2 KOs. John Pickman had a minimal role last year with the Ditto Burritos. We'll see how he does here in season number 5. Maybe he gets more starts, more of an improvement. Of course, not every starter is playing for the Ditto Burritos right now. There's still Leeya in the bench. We'll probably see Leeya when the regular season does begin. Seraphim coming out right now. John Pickman does get the KO. 24 to 135. It's 2 versus 3 with the Ditto Burritos in the lead. 48, 56 to 35. And that's going to be the red Pikmin deal some chip damage onto the dark pit, but Electroshock going to reflect the Pikmin back to John Pickman, and purple Pikmin getting reflected away too. 75 to 58. This Olimar, John Pickman, is currently dealing with 1 red, 1 yellow, and an empty slot, which will become, let's see, 75 to 90 right now. And forward smash right here, it's going to be red, yellow, blue, and we see, oh, the yellow Pikmin getting reflected back onto John Pickman from the dark pit with the down B, but it's going to be 90 to 113 right now with Seraphim. If he gets killed right here, that's going to leave a 1 versus 3 scenario for Mythos. 105 to 114. Jab, jab. We're going to see 112 to 114, but forward smash right here will result in a KO. It's 2 versus 2, but Memories immediately mining Iron Tools, and now she's going to mine even more, and she gets forward smash. It's a 1 versus 2 for Mythos. We'll see what Mythos can do. He spent the last 3 seasons with the Dynamic Divorce after spending the entirety of Season 1 on the bench of the boys. Gonna be 18 to 16 right now, as we see just the minecart coming after Mythos. 49 to 16 right now. There is still a Byleth behind Memories, by the way, for the Ditto Burritos. It's gonna be 64 to 35 as there's a bomb on the field. And what is she doing? Why was she just standing there? That is a weird decision from Memories, as just I don't even know what she was doing standing right next to the bomb. It blew up on her. I'm glad it didn't backfire, but now she gets KO'd by that down smash from Mythos. It's gonna come down to the last Amiibo as Bleh. This is a Byleth right here. Fun fact about Raikou, who's still a free agent. Raikou spent her first season with the Ditto Burritos. We'll see whether or not the Ditto Burritos would be interested in a reunion, but they might also just be comfortable with Bleh, as this side right here dealing big damage onto Bleh. It's going to be 115 to 54. Mythos does have a chance to possibly seal things, but he is down by a bunch of percent still. 141 to 54. Coming back onto the stage, waiting for the down tilts, and now parry, jab, jab, jab. And that's a jab, jab, jab KO from Bleh. The Ditto Burritos are going to win this game 5 to 4. I think Ditto Burritos will be fine with this Byleth. 2 KOs from Did I Do, 1 from Memories, 1 from Bleh. Just back and forth as soon as Did I Do got the 2 KOs, reversing the initial direction of Taste. Lead-off win from the knockout. Alright. So the Ditto Burritos win this one. Ottawa. We'll see what Ottawa does with their roster. For the most part, these are some of their starters, but there is Zeldina on the bench. There's a King Deity, which we have yet to see. There's also, let's see, a Pokemon trainer they drafted. So a bunch of interesting decisions they could make with their roster, whether they want to keep these as starters or maybe use someone else. Maybe we see someone else lead off entirely, but with the addition of IHOP, the King Deity, maybe if he gets used in the regular season, we could possibly see Ottawa get into the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. As for the Ditto Burritos, they win this match. Ditto, I don't think we should be scared of Ditto regressing as mentioning in this game. I think Season 4 was just a blip on the radar, and he'll be back here in Season 5 as one of the more dominant leadoffs in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. It just happens sometimes. Alright, when we do come back, we're going to see the Cinnabon Splitters versus the Time Zone Squad in about 2 to 3 minutes. Enjoy!
Squad strike. Sword fight. Whoa! Pokemon Trainer.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be the 8th match of the night as we have the Cinnabon Splitters versus the Time Zone Squad. So the Cinnabon Splitters, we're going to see Mr. Ninja, Cloud Jr., Amazon Lily, Sailor Moon, and Wetstick. The same roster we've been seeing all preseason. As for the Time Zone Squad, we have yet another roster change as it's going to be Aegislash, Yo, Side B, Nightmare Virus, Roixop, and Trident. So Trident going to make his first preseason appearance here in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. We'll see whether or not why they have him and Nightmare Virus starting. More than likely, they might be competing for a starting slot. Trident is the longest tenured member of the Time Zone Squad. He's been here all 5 seasons, and he's been a starter throughout most of the entirety of the league. Alright, but Mr. Ninja, Aegislash are going to be our leadoffs. So we're not going to see Rin, we're not going to see Abby. As mentioned, the Time Zone Squad, they were in consideration. They did reach out to JG Wentworth to trade for Pantwan, but Pantwan is not for sale. Pantwan is remaining with JG Wentworth, so that backfired. So we're going to see Aegislash as a leadoff, as they do want to possibly have a competition for backup leadoff between Aegislash, Rin, and Abby. Hasn't been going too well for Abby. Rin went a bit decently, so we'll see what Aegislash can do as a leadoff for the Time Zone Squad. But this match is starting now. It is rumored that the Time Zone Squad will most likely play their starters in the final round of the preseason, but we don't know if that's going to be Nokotan or if it's going to be Aegislash getting another attempt in the leadoffs. Obviously, starters will be playing when the actual season starts. With the Time Zone Squad, they host the Grand Army of the Republic. But your leadoffs are Mr. Ninja versus Aegislash. And the first damage will be dealt by Mr. Ninja here, as it's going to be down smash after the down B into an up throw. We see up smash. Aegislash already at 77% against this Mew Sword Fighter. 0 to 77. Mr. Ninja, he spent a good chunk of the first 3 seasons in the league as the leadoff for the Swarm. Had pretty decent starts, but then was released. Sorry, not released, but selected by the Cinnabon Splitters in the expansion draft, and he gets that KO against Aegislash. So immediate huge lead for the Cinnabon Splitters. It's going to be Charizard coming out right now. Yo, side B. Yo, he missed, and he is going to fall short. Disaster. Early disaster for the Time Zone Squad, as we have one Amiibo getting destroyed in the leadoff and another self-destructing Nightmare Virus already down to Amiibo. He's going to have to come out for the Time Zone Squad. It's going to be 62 to 31 as we see forward throw. We're going to see just 62 to 38. Nightmare Virus is going to be side B out of the parry. Weird decision when you're down by that much. Going to be 80 to 52. In that type of situation, you need to go for more aggressive things. 80 to 60 right now is Nightmare Virus. Going to be a forward tilt from Mr. Ninja. Down throw into up air. Nightmare Virus. There was a chance that Mr. Ninja could possibly get a third KO here because, reminder, non-kamikaze self-destructs count as a KO for the other opponent. It's going to be 105 to 117 to 119. Can Mr. Ninja get a third KO? He gets a fourth throw. 117 to 129. It's going to be, you see, he will get a third KO. So Mr. Ninja, 3 KOs in the leadoff. Roixop coming out right now. It's 4 versus 2 immediately after that. But Time Zone Squad, they are down huge. They're going to need Roixop to get 2 more KOs and Trident to get 2 more KOs. Trident is the only full-time starter playing this game for the Time Zone Squad, as it's going to be 1 to 40 right now. But a no forward smash. Roixop, beam, and he is going to fall short. Trident has a 1 versus 4 situation for the Time Zone Squad against the Cinnabon Splitters. It's going to be 1 to 33 as Trident already taking big damage. That's going to be down special though. 19 to 33 as Cloud Jr. having to use that limit break to recover back into the stage, but forward tilt. 19, 31 to 45 as we see side B missing from the Cloud Jr. 31 to 59. It's going to be 43, 62, 69 to 59 as this is Luckman Amiibo versus Luckman Amiibo, but Trident off stage as we have Cloud Jr. almost at full limit break. He will get that no forward smash. That could have been a dagger right there, but instead Cloud Jr. is going to come back onto the stage. He does not self-destruct with the neutral B error. 84 to 101 as we're going to see side B right here. Trident off stage. That's going to be no blade beam quite yet, but down tilt. Trident still trying to come back, and we see forward smash in the other direction. This is a huge blowout win for the Cinnabon Splitters as they win this game 5 to 1. Mr. Ninja, 3 KOs in the leadoff. Roixop, the only Amiibo to get a KO as Cloud Jr. gets the other 2. No need for Amazon Lily, Sailor Moon, or Wetstick, as I believe the Cinnabon Splitters sweep the series against the Time Zone Squad. Maybe it's a split. I don't remember what happened earlier in the thing. Actually, I do think it was a split, actually. Yeah, the Time Zone Squad won back in round 2, but a big blowout win for the Cinnabon Splitters over the Time Zone Squad, as the Time Zone Squad, there's going to be a bunch of questions asked about what happened here in this preseason match. Only one starter played in this, that was Trident, and he couldn't muster a KO against Cloud Jr., even though it was a back and forth affair. Let's get that screenshot real quick. And when we come back after this big blowout match, we're going to have the Critical Crushers versus Carbon Show's team.
Squad strike. TDD. Hero. TDD. Dr. Mario.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be your 9th match of the night as we have the Critical Crashers at Carbon Show's team. So, we're going to have a double King Deity leadoff between Chaos King and Bob. But the rosters after that for the Critical Crashers, it's Freak, Ragatha, Informer, and Grim Knight. For Carbon Show's team, Sauce Alger, Soldier, Samurai X, and 910. Let's get started. Alright, the Critical Crashers, they barely missed the playoffs last season. We'll see if they can get above the hump this season. They had a pretty strong All-Star in Chaos King, including winning the All-Star MVP. As for Carbon Show's team, they've made it to the playoffs in back-to-back seasons, but they want to go a little bit deeper this season, but they need to make up for the loss of Uproot. King Deity Ditto, between Chaos King and Bob, they will be your leadoffs. And the first damage will be dealt by Chaos King. It's going to be 20 to 11 right now, 20 to 23 after the forward tilt, but dash attack missing from Chaos King as Bob. Over, it's going to be neutral air, dash attack missing, but up throw into up air from Chaos King, 35 to 49, 35 to 70 as we see 50 to 70. We see down smash out of the parry. Bob at 86 off stage, gets hit by the Gordo. It's 50 to 104, and that Gordo barely missing Bob. He comes back onto the stage at 104. It's 63, but up the back throw right here, 63 to 124 as we see Bob with the down air. Chaos King is off stage, and now we see that Gordo is gonna interrupt and forward tilt. That is big damage on the Chaos King at 129, and he is gonna fall short. So Bob with that big damage, causing a bunch of chaos against the Chaos King, and he gets that KO, but Freak coming out right now, he loves to go off stage, getting those down airs. So we'll see what he does here. Gotta be 26, 38, 53 to 153, up air, Bob, and that's gonna be both Amiibo off stage. Bob makes it back on, Freak trying to make it back on at 69%, so Freak at 69, 79 after the forward tilt. Can Bob get a second KO here in the leadoff? 79 to 163, jumping over the fireball. We're gonna see just gonna be a back throw right here from the hero, 79 to 178. Forward air getting a KO, but that's going to be big damage against Sauce Ultra, who is out right now for Carbon Show's team. It's going to be 93 to 0 right now. And this back throw right here, sending Freak at 112. It's going to be the pills, missing Freak, 115 to 0. Oh no! Oh no! Sauce Ultra self-destructed. Soldier comes out, gets a KO against Freak. It's 3 versus 3, but that could be a big blown lead opportunity for Carbon Show's team, as they could have been running away with the one stock lead. You just hate to see it when Dr. Mario self-destructs. 16 to 58 right now, as we're going to see just the Cloud almost at limit break right here. It's going to be 54 to 58, and the limit blade beam is going to miss. 54 to 80 right now, as we see the Zelda trying to go off stage. Does not do anything against this Cloud yet, but forward smash. That's a spot dodge from the Cloud into an up smash, into another up smash. 87 to 80 right now, as we're going to see just the up tilt. Do we see up there? We do see the up there. Ragatha getting that KO against Soldier. It's going to be Samurai X coming out right now. Dupe fizzles, Sheik Amiibo as Ragatha off stage, both Amiibo off stage, and down right there. That's gonna be up B explosion from Samurai X, getting rid of the Zelda. It is 2 versus 2, but that self-destruct just makes you think what could have possibly been as Informer. A bit too early to go for that down air, but he still goes for it anyways against Samurai X. Forward smash getting interrupted by the grenade. Informer at 40%. It's going to be 40 to 16 right now. 47 to 16 as we see just Sheik able to distance herself a little bit decently against this Violet. Down smash, making this 61, 78 to 27, and now she's trying to get a little bit close. Forward smash going to miss though, 78 to 47. Down smash, Informer off stage. We see her trying to get for that neutral B, but she goes high, goes unpunished against Informer. Up tilt from the Violet into a side B, 98 to 79. Out of parry, we're going to see just down smash getting behind the Violet, 109 to 79. It's going to be down B, and that's going to get interrupted before the attack can be launched. 128, 136, 79, and Informer, he will come back onto the stage with the tether range. It's going to be a back throw when he comes back on. 137 to 91. It's going to be just Samurai X. Can she get a second KO here in this game? Going to be grenade into up smash. She does. Grim Knight gonna be the last meal for the Critical Crashers. 1 versus 2. Joya makes it 1 versus 1. So now the next stock takes the game. 0 to 25. Down smash, a charge 1, getting the shield. That's a miss Joya. 120 to 26. It's gonna be 20 to 54 as we see big damage onto 910. He was typically the lead off last season for Carbon Show's team when it had the previous odor. 37 to 86 in the pit. Tries to go off stage. Down it right there. That's gonna be enough. Carbon Show's team is gonna win this game 5 to 4. Pit with the offstage down air, not even the strong variant, just enough to send Ganondorf downwards and make him fall short of the stage. Carbon Show's team wins this match 5 to 4 thanks to 2 KOs from Samurai X and offstage antics from 910. Freak got 2 KOs for the opposing team. Of course, that opposing team, that was the Critical Crashers, but Bob with that leadoff win, Soldier getting that KO. Even with Sauce Ultra self-destructing, the rest of the team came together to win this for Carbon Show's team as they want to make it back into the playoffs. Just a friendly reminder, this team has Starless, Bong, and Carl Magnus in the bench that they could use when the regular season gets actually started. We'll see who does start, as Carbon Show does have this team to manage this year. Alright, we got that screenshot real quick. 2 matches remain for tonight. Coming up next, the 456 Squadron versus Detroit. Hello, welcome back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be the second to last match of the night as we have the 456 Squadron at Detroit. So, Captain Funsize has been starting to emerge as a pretty solid leadoff, a great replacement, no, the upgrade to Error for the Squadron as they want to make it back to the playoffs. Last season, they finished the season with a 4-game win streak even though they still barely missed out on the playoffs. But it's going to be Captain Funsize, Cyber Sands, MC Hammer, Mediafire, and Grayscale. On the other side of things, Detroit, they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last season, but they lost to the eventual champion, the Novas. So, we're going to see Herobrine, Bloodflame, Failnaught, coming at ya, and Dandori for this team. Most of the same starters we are very much familiar with, so let's see. Deku Baba does still exist on the team. He is on the bench right now, the main leadoff last season. Of course, Detroit, they didn't really use Herobrine even during that 7-game win streak they had last season, but we will see Herobrine being used a little bit more. Bloodflame towards the first half of the roster. Some good, interesting decisions so far Detroit is experimenting with here in this preseason. Obviously, we did have Bloodflame self-destruct last week, but we'll see. This match is getting started right now. Up, left, right, down, A. Press that A button one more time. Your leadoffs are Captain Funsize versus Herobrine. Let me get rid of the brain rot real quick, and let's start. And the first damage will be dealt by Captain Funsize. It's going to be 15 to 14 right now. Is that yellow Pikmin going to deal some chip damage onto Herobrine? It's going to be 15 to 22 right now. That's the red Pikmin now dealing damage. So it's going to be 15 to 46. And now it's the blue Pikmin. No, the blue Pikmin going to get fended off immediately. Going to be 15 to 52 as right now Captain Funsize doing a pretty decent job of getting chip damage onto Herobrine. But Herobrine already making it up. 51 to 52 with that down special. Down smash going to get shielded, but now we see neutral B. Right now, Herobrine is starting to do better at fending off these Pikmin. Going to be down throw, up air. It's going to be 87 to 55 right now as we see going to be down forward throw, 96 to 55. But that's, no, the red Pikmin does not stick on the Herobrine. Dash attack, 108 to 55. Can Herobrine get this leadoff lead for Detroit? It's going to be 108 to 66. We see down special, a mid-air down special landing to Captain Funsize. Bit of an interesting maneuver, but it does somewhat get the job done of getting damage onto Captain Funsize. If as long as he can get the job done, I won't criticize it. Gonna be 133 to 85 right now. It's gonna be side B. Still chip damage onto here, so Herobrine's starting to struggle with that chip damage a little, and he gets KO'd with a forward smash. Captain Funsize with the leadoff win. Bloodflame, though, she could possibly get this easy KO if she can get the right hit, and she will with the forward smash. Gonna be Cyber Sands coming out right now against Bloodflame, who swapped to the Mithra. 4 versus 4 between the Squadron and Detroit. 23 to nothing right now as Mithra. Another up smash onto Cyber Sands, followed by, do we see up air? We do see the up air. 47 to 0 right now. Forward smash colliding with down speed. That one is going to be just down beat though. 55, 66 to 18 right now as we see up smash. Gonna miss. 66 to 47. And Bloodflame should be able to come back onto the stage, but she goes high, gets hit by the down smash, and she is gonna fall short. So now Failnaught going to come out for Detroit, the replacement to the MVP farmed because of some off-season stuff that happened, but Failnaught, first overall pick ever, spent his first 4 seasons with the Dynamic Divorce, 1-time champion in Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. He is here with Detroit as Detroit. They want to make it to the finals for the first time in their history. 97 to 20 right now, 99 to 32 as Cyber Sands, one of the better members of the 456 Squadron. It's going to be a back throw. He's at 121, 121 to 32 as Failnaught needs to get a KO soon against his Cyber Sands if he wants to possibly win this for Detroit. 138 to 32 as Failnaught down tilt, still the tech from Cyber Sands, so he's not being launched as far as now with the up tilt. That's going to get the job done. Alright, MC Hammer had spent his rookie season with a pretty solid year. Gonna be 22 to 48. That's the down tilt. We're gonna see neutral B. It's gonna be up smash laying on to Failnaught. It's 29 to 81, 29 to 94 as the Gordo. It's actually gonna hit Failnaught because he spent too much time dangling around. That one's not gonna land though. Forward tilt, barely missing. This one will land though. 29 to 120. Failnaught needs to get some damage on the MC Hammer, even if he does get KO'd. 71%. Okay, that's gonna be good for your King Deity if you do get KO'd soon. 82, 89 to 120. Forward smash gonna miss right here though. It's gonna be 90 to 120. And that forward smash, that's actually gonna be Failnaught getting the KO on MC Hammer. So 2 kills so far for the Lylat. It's gonna be Mediafire coming out right now. One of the best links in Squad Track Amiibo Draft League history. He just gets better and better each year. 22, 28 to 132. Forward smash will get rid of Failnaught as it's 2 versus 2 right now. It's coming at ya. He leads the league all-time in KOs amongst active Amiibo, 51-0 right now. Gonna be, let's see, up tilt, not gonna land, got parried. It's gonna be forward tilt, interrupting what might have been a forward smash, 63, 72-0 right now, as coming at you. Never mind, now he's gonna take a little bit of damage, 72, 80 to 21 right now, as we see the side B. Not gonna land anything quite yet. Up tilt is gonna be up tilt into, do we see the up air? We see a forward air now, 103 to 21. Down tilt gonna make it 115 to 21, as we see coming at you, getting hit by the jab, 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 and now forward air. No, it misses from the Link. Offstage shenanigans are happening right now as King Dedede able to armor neutral air from the Link. Link was trying to disrupt the up B from the Dedede, but it does not work. 127 to 64. Off smash gonna make it 127 to 87. As Media Fire gonna be another up smash here, 127 to 108. Coming at you, getting hit by the neutral air into a boomerang, but the up B missing from the Link. That's a good punish right there from coming at you. Able to delay the hitbox 2 with that backer colliding with the bomb. Smart maneuver as Grayscale has a 1 versus 2 situation for the 456 Squadron. Up smash, gonna make this 1 versus 1. Next stock takes it all. Grayscale versus Dandori. Gonna be 0 to 22 to 47 already as Dandori taking some big damage. Side B again, 7 to 66 into another side B. Dandori already at 79. He's gonna come back on with just the yellow Pikmin. That's gonna be the red Pikmin actually doing chip damage onto Grayscale. Grayscale is a rookie drafted in the first round by this team, 52 to 93, as Dandori is a long season vet. This is his 5th season in the league, all season spent with Detroit. Up smash gonna make this 74 to 107. A switch to Mytho right here for the faster attacks, 74 to 117 as we see down tilt. Up smash is gonna get charged, and that's gonna be a win for the Squadron as they win it 5 to 4. Alright, it's a 5-4 victory for the 456 Squadron, and is that what I think it is? No, it's not beautiful back and forth action. It was, but then Failnaught gets 2 KOs, Media Fire coming at you get a KO, but Grayscale able to win the 1 versus 2 situation. Alright. Detroit, we'll see what they do when the regular season does begin, whether or not they want to address some issues with Herobrine or Dandori. Dandori has been regressing a little this last season or so, so maybe it's a time to maybe... I don't know, I don't want to do it because Dandori's also a long tenured veteran with Detroit. He's been here the whole time, so maybe you just need to reduce his role or give him a little bit of time on the bench. Of course, this is preseason, so Dandori could bounce back. Maybe it's not the right spot. Oh, we have a little bit of news, ladies and gentlemen. We have some news. JG Wentworth is signing Raikou to their active roster, Cicada's Byleth. So Raikou is now a member of JG Wentworth, one of the most anticipated free agents right now. Sorry, not one of the most anticipated, but one of the best free agents available has just been signed by JG Wentworth. We'll see whether or not she gets playtime in the final round of the preseason. JG Wentworth, they host Carbon Show's team in the final round of the preseason, so we'll see how that goes. JG Wentworth, they got that win over your worst nightmare 5-4 a couple of games ago, but Raikou has been signed by 877 Cash Now. Alright. 1 game remains. Grand Army of the Republic versus Toronto. That's going to come back when we hop back on the mic in 2 minutes.
Squad strike.
Alright, so I'm just gonna hop back on the mic immediately while we're still loading the Amiibo, but 2 seasons ago, this matchup right here was the final matchup of Season 3. Back when this team was known as Edmonton, they versus Toronto was a win or go home situation. The winner of this match would advance to the playoffs as the number 7 seed over Dynamic Divorce. We already knew that Dynamic Divorce was going to be the 8th seed because they defeated the Time Zone Squad in another winner-go-home situation, but the loser would miss the playoffs. Of course, Grand Army of the Republic, back when they were Edmonton. Edmonton, with 3 games remaining to the regular season, had a 6-7 record. They would win 2 games in a row to be 8-7, entering the final round, and they would defeat Toronto 5-3. This game was a very important turning point for Edmonton, as they would not lose a single game when that win streak began. They won their last 3. They would sweep the Swarm in a big upset, they would sweep the Novas in a big upset, and they would sweep No Custody to win the championship, one of the wildest runs we have seen. A 9-game win streak from a 6-7 team to end things. Alright, the last Amiibo for this team is going to be... Oh, actually, this Byleth needs to be in the 5th slot, my apologies. Yeah, Betterness is in the 4th slot, my bad. This ain't Season 3, no, Betterness is not in slot 3 anymore. Alright, Betterness, MTJ Gators Lucas. But it does bring you a bunch of questions. What happens if Toronto win this game? What happens if Toronto win this game? Edmonton, they don't make it to the playoffs, they don't go on that hot streak, and that could affect the result of a bunch of things. How does Toronto deal against the Swarm? Toronto, they were dealing with some issues, all of that, part of the reason why they were in a win-or-go-home situation, but that could have ultimately changed the course. We could have seen the Novas with an earlier championship, No Custody with back-to-back championships, maybe the Swarm wins a championship in the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, and they remain in the league. A bunch of what-ifs after everything that happened. But this game right here 2 seasons ago was a big turning point for the fate of Edmonton. Ultimately, they would become the Grand Army of the Republic after their owner went missing in action. ZFG, thank you for taking over this team, keeping this team alive, the Season 3 champion. We did not want to lose a bunch of champions all in one season, although this move was made before we had to deal with the consequences of Dynamic Divorce, No Custody, the actions done by their owners, forcing them out of the league. But alright, Toronto's roster. Let's bring Razor Force 21's Link Sigurd as the leadoff for here, so it's going to be Link versus Link leadoff. So with 2 Dittos, we had a Ditto earlier between Carbon Show and, Carbon Show and Critical Crashers. We're going to have a leadoff here. So let's find that link real quick, Razor Force. I do want to make a video about Edmonton's Magical Run, by the way. That's one thing I want to do. I want to use one of the songs from like the Secret Base soundtrack. It's called Contrapunct by Francis Monkman. But I definitely want to use that song, all that. Would recommend listening to it. You can find like on anything. I think it's royalty free. I need to double check. But I mean, honestly, I'm not doing it for the money. So I mean, like, I'll still use the song even if I get like claimed or they get to claim it and there's ad revenue, whatever. I mean, I have premium, so yes, I pay for premium, folks. I pay for premium because I don't want to deal with this, that, all that. So yes, I do pay for YouTube Premium, especially for the music, all that. Let's see, Amalgamates Pyramithra Snaketails is going to be the next Amiibo right here. So that's Snaketails, huge acquisition from No Custody, who we just mentioned. But this match 2 years ago, big change to that fate of the Season 3 playoffs. Let's see, Carbon shows Samus Kayleen going to be the 4th Amiibo for this team. So where is she? She is going to be somewhere around here. But yeah, at some point, probably by the summer, I want to make that video about Edmonton's Magical Run, even if Edmonton has been like long gone in Squad Track Amiibo Draft League, and we've had like 2, maybe 3 seasons of Grand Army of the Republic. But that Season 3 Magical Run is something that needs to be talked about. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot that thing was happening, the State of the Union. Yes, thank you guys for watching this instead of the State of the Union. I forgot that was happening. They gave a hockey player the some sort of medal, something like Connor Haybuck. We'll see, but yeah, NHL that resumes tomorrow, I believe. So I get my burritos, I can have my Dallas Star burritos once more. But your rosters are fully loaded. Grand Army of the Republic versus Toronto. Even the Grand Army of the Republic, it's not exactly specified where they are. They could be in America, they could be in Canada, they could be in space. It's not entirely known for sure. I mean, Heck, we had a team in space before, the Starbreakers, before they moved to Green Bay. But your final match of the night is Grand Army of the Republic versus Toronto. We have Lucario, Flavor City, Vibin, Betterness, and Ascent MLL versus Sigurd, Owo, Snaketails, Kayleen, and Varam. Let's get started. Alright, and as you can see, it's a Link versus Link leadoff. Both of these Links are rookies, by the way. So 2 rookie Links trying to be the leadoffs as both teams still trying to figure that leadoff situation. Let's begin. Alright, and back air from Sigurd, gonna be the first damage dealt, but it's gonna be forward air. Sigurd off stage after that. Another forward air, more forward air. Great minds are thinking alike right now. 33 to 48. This is what happens in a ditto. You get those great minds thinking alike, all that, because most people, we usually build our Amiibo on the same fundamental concepts. 56 to 83 right now. Sigurd off stage. We see Lucario trying to go off stage. Lucario comes back on. So does forward smash right here. Lucario with that leadoff win for Grand Army of the Republic. Owo gonna come out for Toronto right now. 78 to 0 right now. It's gonna be 99 to 0 as we're gonna see just the Rosalina. 114 to 0. But we see forward air. Lucario comes back onto the stage. Luma will come back onto the stage too with that Rosalina. We see her playing around with that bomb and it backfires on her. Forward smash though will land, so it's gonna be 4 versus 4. Flavor City, another rookie for this team coming out for Grand Army of the Republic. This is a reminder that this team did get an extra second round pick because of compensation, mainly for losing Crouch, who they need to replace. 13 to 64 right now. This King Deity likes to taunt, by the way. It's going to be 22 to 76. As we see the Gordo, that's going to land. It does land onto Owo, making this 22 to 97. We see off smash into down throw. No forward air from the Rosalina, though. 47 to 107. And now there's a taunt. That's the up taunt, I believe. 60 to 107. As forward smash, he almost got away with it right there. 69 to 107. We're going to see just the forward air, get some chip damage from the CD. We're going to see 73 to 107, but a forward throw. Flavor City off stage, and Rosalina does not go for the up smash. It's going to be a downer from Flavor City. He gets a KO, and now Snaketails. Spent the last 3 seasons with no custody, usually as the leadoff. She's going to be coming out for Toronto right now as Toronto. They want to make a deep playoff push, winning a first round series. It's going to be 101 to 22 right now as we see side B, deflecting the Gordo back to Flavor City. I do think when the regular season does begin, we'll probably see Snaketails as leadoff for Toronto to answer the leadoff question struggles. Obviously, this team does have they did have multiple MVPs, but they lost silly because of the offseason consequences. Flavor City coming back onto the stage. Nezuko, the original MVP, still here, 132 to 56. We'll see. One issue with Toronto is they've been underutilizing it. Snaketails will fall short, though. Alright, so it's going to be 4 versus 2. Flavor City has 2 KOs. Going to be 144 to 0 as Kayleen coming out right now. She had a bit of decent starting time for Toronto early in the season last year. We'll see if she gets more of an active role as a rotation player maybe, or a full-time starter. It's 144 to 31 as we see the Gordo. Going to be forward smash. Just good shield pressure right there from Flavor City. A taunt into, we see out of shield. Forward tilt. 144. 155 to 48 as Kayleen going to be able to charge that charge shot, and it misses because of the ledge. 155 to 48. Kayleen out of shield. It's going to be off smash getting missed. Forward throw. 155 to 63. Inhale. Gordo is going to miss here. And a back air from Kayleen. That's going to be the KO. Vibin coming out right now for going to be Grand Army. Vibin, this is his 2nd season in the league, spent last season as a rotation player for Dynamic Divorce. 63 to 78, 67 to 105. Vibin at 6'7", gonna be waiting for Kaylee to come back onto the stage. He misses that up smash, misses the second up smash, goes a little closer. That one's gonna get shielded. That 4th one is gonna miss, but now we see side B also missing. Down tilt from Kayleen, gonna make this 79 to 106 as we have up next side B missing. Up tilt from the Samus, she will go for no up smash there, a bit surprising. We do see a weak charge shot into a weak charge shot into down B, which will get rid of Kayleen. It's a 1 versus 3 situation for Varam of Toronto. 123 to 0 right now. We saw the Sephiroth get a bunch of action in the preseason last year, so a preseason favorite gonna be 123 to 18 right now as we see just up smash into down air, but missed the Doria. Up smash right here. 1 versus 2 as Betterness coming out for this team. He started every game for Edmonton back in Season 3, but back in Season 4, he did not start. He was ultimately replaced by Shiori. Even though Shiori had more production, this team just couldn't get things together and missed the playoffs. 13, 24 to 73. Grand Army of the Republic, when they were known as Edmonton, they became the first defending champion to miss the playoffs, actually. 72 to 75. As Betterness, it's going to be up tilt. 90 to 75, we see the snap. 104 to 75. It's going to be 4 tilt. 116 to 75. And Varum, could he possibly make this down to a 1 versus 1 situation? He's had the wing for a little while, and he will be 1 versus 1. So Ascent MLL coming out right now for Grand Army of the Republic. It's going to be 15 to 75, 26 to 75. Down special getting shielded, 39 to 75. Sorry, down smash getting shielded. My apologies. If you try shielding a down special, that's going to break your shield. 50 to 75 right now as we see back throw. Varum off stage, 50 to 86. Gonna be, we see the Lylat take some distance. Down smash getting shielded right there. Jab, jab, jab from Varum. The wing is no longer there, by the way, because of the KO. 50, 60 to 109. The Sephiroth trying to use the snap. It's going to be off smash right here. 80 to 109. Can Varum make the 1 versus 3 comeback for Toronto? Here's a jab, jab, jab. 90 to 109. 4 throw. 100 to 109. Ascent trying to come back onto the stage. Forward tilt the opposite direction. If he gets it down to here, he will not. Forward tilt the other direction. Ascent cannot make his way back into the stage. Forward tilt opposite direction. 137 to 109. Back onto the stage. And the comeback will happen. Toronto with a 3-stock comeback for Varum. They're going to win this game 5 to 4. We've seen a bunch of wild comebacks here this preseason, folks. Depression, now Varum. Flavor sitting getting 2 KOs, vibing with that KO. I really thought Grand Army of the Republic was going to run away with this game, but the long tenured members of this team back when they were Edmonton, they're the ones who don't perform here as Varum, the preseason lovable amiibo for this team. 3 KOs. This could possibly elevate Varum to a rotational, maybe even a starting position for Toronto. We'll see, but a big comeback to end the night. Alright. Thank you everyone for watching preseason round 5 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League Season 5. We have one more round to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League preseason before we get started with Season 5. Preseason round 6 will be taking place tomorrow at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. So that's going to be Wednesday the 25th. Can you believe it, folks? Christmas, just 10 months away. Alright. But after that final round to the preseason, Thursday, probably not going to live stream. Friday, I'm going to be out celebrating Pokemon Day. Going to be trying to get that exclusive Bulbasaur promo card at a card shop. Saturday, Sunday, probably not going to live stream. Season 5 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League will begin next week, most likely on Monday night. We'll begin with round 1. That's going to be a very fun game, but there is one round left to that preseason, so let's talk about the final round of the preseason. Alright, 11 matches remain to this preseason. We're going to see Your Worst Nightmare versus the Natsuki Lovers, Ditto Burritos versus the Chaos Corp, Amiibo Engage at Green Bay, Mid-Class Nation at the Cinnabon Splitters, Detroit at Ottawa, Toronto at Bastion, Card & Show's team at JG Wentworth, the Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts at the Time Zone Squad, the Novas at Grand Army of the Republic, Buffalo at the Critical Crashers, and the finish off the preseason, Miami at the 456 Squadron. And yes, you did hear that correctly a few games ago. The Novas will be returning to Forsyth Battlefield Forum for one game in their own stalking grounds to face off against Grand Army of the Republic. But that's going to do it for preseason round 5, folks. The preseason will finish tomorrow, and as soon as that preseason ends, all teams need to get their rosters to 10 amiibo or less. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for all that. We will send these screenshots. Actually, I'm not going to send the screenshots. I always forget to send the screenshots. We'll send the screenshots when the actual regular season begins. But that'll be it for tonight. Thank you, everyone. Preseason round 5 is over. Preseason round 6 will be tomorrow. We'll see you then. But until then, y'all have a nice one. Squad Track Amiibo Draft League will resume tomorrow.